Hello, it's me. Right. Space-Time Smackdown has been out for almost, well, more or less 24 hours now, right? I've had a bit of time. I've made a few decks. I've done quite a lot of decks, some of which I can't actually use yet because I don't have the cards. So get over to the other video, start liking it, start watching it. You know, the 100 packs. Because if it does hit 726, I will make another 100. I sort of need to as well, because some of the decks that I'm coming up with and that I want to use, I can't. However, today we do have some decks. Now, the plan of action for today is this, right? I've never done this before, but you'll see. I'm going to have 3 videos go live today that I've got to edit and stuff myself, but we'll see how we can do. And this is the starting of those 3, right? So the first deck we're going to show you is the Garchomp. Now, the Garchomp is absolute filthy animal. The Chomper, I've called it, the deck. Now, it's Garchomp, Cynthia. Pretty self-explanatory, but we use a Hitmonlee and Druddigon. So here's the deck list, and there you go. We got Hitmonlee. We've only got 1 of Hitmonlee. You can put 2 in if you want to, but it's entirely up to you how you want to run this deck. Remember, a lot of these decks that we're going to be making going forward now is we got to test them. We don't have a lot of time in 24 hours to test them, so this is like the first draft of it, and it'll change over time, and I'll change these decks. So if you want to check out the changes, always make sure to look down in the comment section down below where I leave all my deck lists, so you can check out the changes. Now we run Pokemon Communication just in case we get 2 Druddigon and we want to get a Gabite or Garchomp, for example. We've got 2 Cynthia for obvious reasons. 1 Leaf, 1 Cyrus, which I think is quite interesting. The reason why we run Cyrus is because we run Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee stretch kicks to the bench. We can Cyrus it over if we need to and finish it up with the Garchomp. Remember, draw phase does get better once you get your first Garchomp out as well. However, it can be awkward, but I've not played this deck that much. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to play a couple of games right now and see how it goes. Right, okay, so just for a quick one before we get into the games with this deck, right? Always make sure that it's water and fighting. The reason is, if you make like an edit to the deck at all, let's say, for example, yeah, we were to take out Cynthia, and then I put the Cynthia back in. I'll try and show you, see if this replicates it, and then save. You see how it's put the fire energy in there? Always remember to remove that fire energy if you're going to use this deck, because you only want water and fighting. Sometimes you can get brick because you're using water and fighting. Sometimes you can just get waters. Sometimes you only get fighting. But it is how it plays, and we just got to hope that that doesn't happen today. So let's go into the game. Let's see how it plays, man. So what we need to do is we need a nice little start with fighting energy early. We get fighting energy early, we're all right. Well, actually, we just need a mix because it doesn't matter which way it goes. Fighting would be better because then we can use Hitmonlee if we need to as well. So there is that. We're going second, so a Hitmonlee start would be great. We've got a Gibble and a Drudy start, though. That is actually really, really good. So we're going to Gibble, and we got Drudy, and we got a fighting energy to start as well, which is nice. Now, Dialga. This is why I want more on packs open, because I haven't got 2 of them. I need 2 of them, because there's a lot of decks that I want to play with that. And it looks really interesting as well. All right, okay, Pokeball, what are you playing? Is it Melmetal? If it is, that could be quite ruthless. I've got another deck coming up later. Oh, double Dialgas. All right, okay. Yanmega. This is the deck. This is the deck, right? I've made a Yanmega deck with Dialga, but I can't do it yet. I can't use it yet. So we're going to start with Pokeball. Pokeball is going to allow us to just pick out the deck a little bit. We got another Gibble. Before we go and play that, I'm going to Professor's Research, because remember, we've got Pokemon Communications now as well, like this. So what's really good here is I can play the energy here. I can Pokemon Communication on the Gibble and hope for a Gabite. But if we don't get that and we get Hitmonlee, we can go into Hitmonlee on the next turn with Leaf and start attacking his bench if we want to. We got another Druddigon, which actually takes us out of Sabrina range. So we will play the Druddigon out. And then basically what we're going to do is hope for a Gabite. It's quite interesting that we're playing against a new deck as well. I like it, because it'd be nice to see how this runs. Now, that Dialga takes a couple of turns to get the Metallic Turbo going, but once that's going, it's doing 30 damage and putting 2 onto the bench. Very powerful stuff. Very, very harsh to deal with as well. There literally isn't much we can do here. So what I'm going to do is play an energy to him. Reason for the energy there is if we get the X speed, we can X speed it instead of wasting a leaf if we need to, or X speed into 1 and then we can leaf on another the next turn and so on. But however, Metallic Turbo is going to take 20 damage off itself while it powers it up on the bench. Now, he could be running Dawn, which is likely so. And if he's running Dawn, then he can switch those energies from bench So this is where the Alga really gets strong, right? So for an example, next turn, the Alga can heavy impact if he does it, if he has a Dawn. So he'll then put 2 energies onto a Pokemon on the bench, right? Then he can Dawn one of those energies to the Alga and then play 1 energy from his energy zone onto his Dialga and then attack me with heavy impact. Very, very strong stuff. I'm struggling at the moment for anything useful. I'm going to play the other Gibble here because Hitmonlee isn't going to really do much at the moment, and we need to get as many Garchomps out as possible right now. We got 2 Cynthias, we got a Leaf, and we got Garchomp. Problem being right now is he's going to be heavy impact in this turn or air slashing. So it could be either or. Air slash is 120 damage, which will kill everything on the board 1 hit until we start getting the Garchomps out. Druddigon is a pretty decent staller. We don't run any tool cards in this, like Rocky Helmet, which would be quite good to have as well. Another Metallic Turbo is interesting, because I thought he probably didn't have Dawn, right? So now the Alga's going to get powered up, but he's still taking that chip damage. Now, that does leave that vulnerable to an attack from Garchomp. We've got 2 Garchomps in hand, but nothing else. This is really not good. I'm going to leave that Druddigon out, and I'm not going to play supporters. There's nothing I can play. This is the awkward bit. The Pokemon communication. Gabite just seems not to be in the deck at the moment, but we'll get him. We'll get him. As soon as we get 1 Gabite, we can get Garchomp out 2 turns after. But he's had so much prep to like load up his Pokemon that we're in a very, very tough position right now. If he Metallic Turbos once again, he still takes 20 more damage, but then his Dialga's ready to attack for 100 damage. So we do have to put that on the board. We have to remember that. Giovanni for the... Okay, fair enough. That's pretty good play, actually. But he still takes the 20. So there's no problem there. The thing is, we can sort of bring this back depending on how next turn is. If we don't get Gabite, then it's not great. See, I like this one, even though I'm losing, right? Is we get to see how both decks are working. And I like it. And I'm hoping I'm like explaining what they're doing quite well. I hope so. This isn't going to work for me. We get a Hitmonlee, but that's it. We don't... Well, actually, that's not a bad thing, because then we can remove it from the deck, right? So we will take the Hitmonlee. It's better than nothing at this point. We literally couldn't have got worse in terms of what cards we've drawn. Like, we've not got Gabite. And here's the biggest problem. He always kills this now. Next turn, 100 damage. And then everything else dies in 1. I've just been struck with Gabite. I've had 2 Garchomps, no Gabite. So let's see how this turn goes. If we don't get a Gabite, I don't even think I could survive with a Gabite, to be honest. Because we would need over 100, and I don't think we have it. He's got the Giant's Cape. That's quite a good play, the Giant's Cape on there, because 150 is what Garchomp's going to be pumping out. Same with the Yanmega. To be fair, he is fully loaded. Look at it. Look at it. 2 Giant's Capes on the bad boys. The Dialga there is, you know, he's pretty much won this. He's pretty much won. If we don't have the Gabite, I'm going to quit that one. But we've seen how the Yanmega Dialga works, which I'd really like. And that's one of the decks that I want to be playing soon. But I can't because I don't have the Dialgas just yet, right? Let's see. Hitmonlee goes out. If we get Gabite now, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth. We didn't even get it. Okay, we'll skip over this one real fast. Get into the next one. I don't mind that. I just want to see it work so I can show you how it performs at the moment. Right, let's go back in. So remember, with this one, we do need Gabite. The awkward part is, last game we didn't get any Gabite, right? And we've got Gibble, Gabite, and Garchomp. That's the line we need, but we're not hitting it. We're not hitting it. But the last game I don't mind too much because I got to see another Doom deck that I liked as well. Right, okay, Druddigon, Gibble, Pokemon Communications, Leaf, and a Cynthia. All right, okay. Please be nice. Mankey! Right, I've put one of these together. You can have a check down below, right? Garchomp's in hand. I'm actually going to Pokemon Communications that Garchomp right away just to get Gabite. Yeah, so I've made a Lucario Mankey deck with that Mankey. Oh, we got Gabite! Okay, that's something. That's something. That's a lot nicer. And we've got Leaf in hand as well. Hopefully no Sabrina to come from his side, and we should be all right. We should be on board for the Gibble. Giant's Cape going on that. That gives it a little bit more HP when it goes into the Primeape. He is going to have damage on it already, but this is the good thing. He actually takes 30 damage here because of Druddigon as well. So that's quite a significant damage pull there. Now, one good thing about this is we could hit with Gnaw if we wanted to. That's very, very good. Now, I'm going to play this I'm going to go to Gabite. I'm tempted. I was tempted to hit with Gnaw, but there's not much point to do so just yet. Now, we sit here with this. We can slash him next turn and kill him, which is great. Or we could pull into a Garchomp literally on this turn. And if we pull into the Garchomp, we are laughing. We are laughing. Okay, Mankey. There's the Primeape. Primeape is 80 damage with Fight Back. He is going to hit that with Fight Back, which is understandable. It's going to do a lot of damage. Now, we do need something next turn, otherwise we can't kill. Oh, actually, yes, we can, because Slash does 60, and he's got 60 HP, so we can kill that. Right, okay, we might be on board here. We might be on board. I like this, though. This Mankey Primeape is going to be good. I think we're going to hit Garchomp here. From last game, we did! Yeah! To be fair, I'd have conceded there as well. The Garchomp play was perfect. That kind of went better for me. We're going to play another one, though. Now, I know the first game wasn't great in terms of seeing how the deck ran, but I am going to leave it in. The reason why I do is so you can see what it's like from a brick deck when it bricks. Because it's just... sometimes it can come round as well. It looks good, so that's why I always play it through. Right, okay, we'll have another one. We'll have another one. So, Garchomp, that you didn't get to see it attack, but I promise it's strong. It's got to be. It's going to be, innit? Let's go again. Let's see how it plays now. Okay, Gibble, Hitmonlee, Garchomp. With a fighting energy to start is great because we can use the Hitmonlee now as well. Snivy. Okay. So, Celebi maybe, perhaps. I'm not sure. Garchomp is great. I'm going to Pokeball before I research, just to thin the deck out a little bit. We got a Druddigon, which is actually really good as well. I want to play that out. I am going to Pokemon Professor's Research. We get another Druddigon. Keep that in hand for a Pokemon Communication. We didn't. We got Cyrus and stuff, though, but that's quite nice. Now, Hitmonlee waits for the Celebi. We then stretch kicks the Celebi, so it's already got damage on it, which would be quite nice. Or actually, maybe even this... Wait. If he evolves one of those Snivies, maybe we attack the Snivy so we can Cyrus it in. That could work as well. That could work very well. But at this point, there's Gabite. Now, we know we're going to get another Fighting Energy next turn, which means the Hitmonlee's on for this turn. So we'll play the energy there. And then I'm going to Professor's Research again. And this time, there's Pokemon Communication and a Gabite. We might get rid of that Gabite for a Gibble, so we can try and get the other one on board as well. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We might as well. There's no issues with that. So what we're going to do now... Okay, got Druddigon. What we're going to do right now is actually hit that Celebi. The reason for it is because he's probably going to try and... Well, even if he brings out Celebi, it's already got damage to it. And then... Yeah, I'm gonna hit the Celebi just to get his damage down a little bit, right? We got Druddigon on board. We get Garchomp next turn. Obviously, we still need to take one more turn after it to get Garchomp fully up and running. But that damage taken off that Celebi means we can Cyrus if he leaves it in the background, which he might. I don't know if he will, but if he does, we can leave it in the background, right? He might be playing Superior up front simply because he knows if I can hit it, I can Cyrus it, but I don't know. So let's see. This is going to be an interesting one. This is good. We've got Garchomp coming up. See, I don't mind this. We've played 3 games. The very first game we played, terribly bricked. However, second one, really good, but I didn't get a chance to play it because obviously he conceded. Now this one, hopefully we play through. He's going to retreat it, but no, he wouldn't. No, there's no point in retreating there, right? We got the Leaf. Great news. We've got the Garchomp. We don't have a Water Energy right now. So what we need to do is work out what we're going to do in terms of... What might actually be a good play here is Cyrus, so the Celebi comes in so we can hit the Servine. No, because we don't run another Cyrus. We don't need to do that. Maybe we start attacking the Snivy. So then the Snivy's at 30 HP. Because we'll kill the Celebi in one hit with Cynthia anyway. So we're all right in that sense. We've got 2 Druddigon, which we don't need to play the second one yet because there's no damage on board, so we can't Cyrus. We can't Sabrina. We're going to go ahead and stretch kick onto Snivy. And we'll just start spreading the damage a little bit with Hitmonlee. And it allows us to pick when we need to. So let's say, for example, he removes that Servine into Celebi. Celebi attacks Hitmonlee, doesn't kill it, but we get Garchomp ready in 2 turns. Because we do need the Water Energy. Right now, we've only got the Fighting. which is a problem. But hopefully the water comes up soon, and then we can get Garchomp online. We're already sitting on a Cynthia. We've got to remember Reckless Shearing as well, but I don't need to use it yet because we got quite a decent hand. So I don't want to touch it because you have to remove a card from your hand to draw a card. I don't really want to do that right now because we've got a Leaf, we've got a Druddigon, we've got a Cyrus. Pretty strong cards overall. That Druddigon can go down when Hitmonlee dies, so we've got a Sabrina Protect there. Because then if he Sabrinas the my Druddigon that's up front, we put the Druddigon on bench up front instead. And then it keeps the Garchomp getting ready for when he can actually attack. Right now, is he gonna hit with Servine? Superior, okay. Now he does get a Solar Beam off for 70, which means we can still kill that Snivy. And we're still on the run-in. We're still on the run-in for a Cyrus pick on that Celebi as well, right? Now, this Pokeball is quite nice, because with the Pokeball, we can get Gibble. We've got a Water Energy coming up next turn. So we're going to put the other Gibble out, and we're going to play the energy to this. Now, this is where things could be very good. Now, we need that Leaf, but we don't need that Druddigon, because next turn he kills this. Then we get Druddigon to go up front, and we only need the Leaf. So we can go Reckless Shearing on that Druddigon to hopefully get maybe a Garchomp, or no, actually Gabite would be better. Yeah, Gabite, perfect. So then we've got a Gabite getting ready in the background. Hitmonlee's going to stretch kick over to that Snivy. We don't need to use anything else here. So the Snivy is gone. And then he kills Hitmonlee. We put Druddigon up front. We leaf that Druddigon out for the Garchomp. We play the Water Energy to Garchomp. Garchomp then takes his Celebi and we're laughing. Or alternatively, it depends how he plays this. If he kills it with Superior, we put Garchomp out first, and then we Cyrus, because we can still take it. We can still take it without the Cynthia, because it's 100 HP, right? If he doesn't heal that Celebi, we might be in for it here. Let's see. There's another Celebi, but we don't run Sabrina. We run Cyrus, so we pick the one that's already got damage on. If he doesn't heal it. If he doesn't heal it, we're in. Is he going for the switch? Yes, he's done it. All right, okay. So this is the win. And this is the best way to showcase this deck. It's fantastic. The first game was a terrible. Middle was fine. This one, beautiful. Now, obviously you'd go Gabite and stuff. I don't want to waste too much time for them. So what I do now is I Cyrus onto that Celebi that he's got on the bench. That brings the one out because I've already damaged it with Hitmonlee, see? Then the Dragon Claw for the kill. And that's it. That was a beautiful display. That's a beautiful display. We already took the Snivy. Then we take the EX out for the win. And there you go. Garchomp, everyone. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Ignore the first game, because the first game we just bricked against a pretty decent one. However, that works really well, doesn't it? I like that, man. I like that a lot. I do. It's really good, isn't it? And there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. That's Chomper. All the decks that you're going to see on my channel will be down in the description box down below. Have a look at them. I've made some that I can't actually make in game yet because I don't have the cards, but I've made them, okay? You can have a look at them. Now, if you did like the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and all that. I'm going to get more decks out there today. Hope you enjoyed it.